What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to NHL 24 franchise mode. This episode we're just going to be doing probably until like January 1st around, just to get into the season again. Off screen I did sign a couple of players, so I want to show you guys those players. So far I'm not seeing anyone. I think I signed Olofsson off screen, if I'm not mistaken. Unless that was on cam, I don't remember. I think LeBanc was one of them. And the other one is Colin Miller. Just because I needed some extra guys. I think that was it. Yeah, so for right now, let's do some extensions. I definitely want Ridley Gregg back on the team next season, or long term, because he does fit well. Actually, first, let's go to the lines, because I simmed all the way up until just before preseason starts, and I fixed up the lines and everything. These are the lines. They're obviously not great, but I don't mind them. Cody Glass fits on the fourth line, so he could be a good fourth. I'll extend Greg and Glass right now, and then we'll just get to preseason. I was trying signing Joe Pavelski, but he didn't want to stay. But he didn't want to sign, he went somewhere else. I gave him more money, he said I didn't give him enough. I gave him more than his asking price. I'll give him a bit less for 5 years, see if he stays. And then Cody Glass, good depth guy for the future. Yeah, it's not a bad contract. I think he did well last season, right? 7 points, 19 games, not terrible. The AHL is 33 for 63. He wasn't bad at all. So I think he'll be good for the future. Now, I saw that Jake Middleton doesn't want to stay. So he could be a definite trading asset for potential first-round pick in the future. I was checking some trades recently. If we're not in the playoffs, we'll add a first-rounder for that. But yeah, let's get to the preseason. Well, actually, before that, I just want to see my scouts. See when it ends, and then I have to re-up the scouts. September 23rd. I did all the scouts off screen, the 22nd to the 24th. So we'll sim to this game. We'll sim to the 24th and then send out all our scouts. Greg extended. And Glass extended, alright. Trade offers. I don't hate that trade, but I don't need that right now. We'll keep the trade block as is. But like I said, we'll go to the 24th and get all our scouts done in once. It's 2-0 win. Barabanov's going to his former team. I think I signed him in the last video or off screen. I don't remember. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this off now. They can give up a third round pick and a player for late draft picks. That's hilarious, Washington. I'll definitely take the second though. But right now, that's not what I'm looking for. So we'll hold off on that. I'm not looking for trades right now. That's a 5-1 win. I think I signed Denis Gurianov off screen also. I don't remember. Now let's get our scouts done again. I forgot to turn that off. The auto scouting. Have to turn that off. I don't like the AI scouting that it does because it's just not good. It's like this, it just makes no sense. It does random things. Let's just get all of this gone. Should be almost done. Yep, right there. Go all the way back up to the top. And then go to here. Get these 10 guys. And then get that done. I might be drafting Frondell this offseason. I hope I can because he is a really talented player, even in-game. So hopefully I get to draft him. Why? Oh my God, I hate the way this game does this. It's so annoying. I think this draft I'm going for a defenseman and another forward, since I took Cat in first last year. So this year I'm going to look for my potential #1 defenseman of the future. Don't know who that's going to be yet, obviously. And get rid of Coleman, go all the way back up, and then go down to the 11th ranked player in the Liga. I definitely need another goalie for the future though, because the ones I have now are just not good. Havlet could be a solid backup though. I wouldn't mind Havlet as a backup. I think this year's gonna be good forward prospects. A lot of forwards in the top 10s and 15s, even top 20s. I hope this video doesn't take too long with all the extra scouting and stuff like that. Cause I just want to get some game done. It was, I think, Timander, or Timander, how you pronounce his name. I definitely mess up all these names because my brain just doesn't work well sometimes when it comes to trying to guess names. Again, these guys probably just... I don't need to scout these guys going in the 1000s, but I just do because I need to get them done, you know? If that makes sense. I mean, Hummel could be a future guy that I draft. This guy, Hummel, the left defenseman, or maybe Rankin as well. Like, these two guys could be my first, maybe late first round and maybe a second or third. I wouldn't hate that. Russ Rankin, kind of a cool name, not gonna lie. Get these guys in the NLA now. Go to the DEL. I really wish they made franchise mode better. I don't know what they do, but they could definitely make it better. Yeah, I wanted to on that. I forgot. I wasn't the one who put these guys. Obviously, it's better if I do my own scouting because I get to they get scouted perfectly, but I wouldn't mind the AI scouting if it was done well. Where's Chimera? There he is. Go all the way up. Here's another guy I could draft. M. Fowler, 10th overall. Mauricio Fowler. Who knows? We'll see. Whenever the draft comes, when we'll find out who I draft. Definitely taking a goalie too, though. Because, like I said, need a good top #1 goalie. And that's not who I wanted. QMJH. Daigle's the guy I wanted to draft. I'm definitely gonna have to draft Daigle at 19. If I can get him. Hopefully I get him. Because he's supposed to be a really, really good goalie in this game. So hopefully I can get him. I don't remember what guy I stopped at. The other Daigle. Or Dagle, or how you pronounce his name. The OHL. Michael Miso would be really good to get. Obviously I won't be able to get him because I don't think it'll be that bad this year. I think the team will be a bit better though, so we'll see. And then Malcolm Spence is the last one. The OHL again. Almost done this, thankfully. And this guy is almost done. Cole Reshny could be a good draft pick as well, so we can redeem Murtka. Now going back up. There's just 2 more scouts left. I mean, if I'm able to, I'm definitely drafting Roger McQueen because he'd be a solid future first line center. But we'll see. Mastroianni's the next guy. And then we're gonna go to the settings. And I want to fix, I think it's rules if I'm not mistaken. And scouting, turn off. Now we'll just get back to simming. It's October 4th if I'm not mistaken. Or the 24th, right? Yep, September 24th. Let's get more simming done. I'm not playing any games this year, just because. Sim to October 5th. Probably just sim past the preseason, honestly. It's the first loss of the preseason to Anaheim. Now they're winning as Vegas. It's preseason, so it's not really important. Braden Schneider was somewhat injured, it's fine. OT win and a 6-1 win. Sim past the Oilers. Yep, cool. We finished the preseason with a 7-1-0 record. I know it's just preseason, but I'm excited. Hopefully we're a good team. Dennis Gurianov played great in the preseason. Maybe he'll do great in our regular season. Now let's see what scouts need to be done. Almost all of them. Alright. So back to this. Go strengths and weaknesses. But definitely want Alex, not Alex, I don't remember what the goalie's name is, from Quebec, Daigle. I think Detroit drafted him in real life, if I'm not mistaken. How many goalies does this team need? They have Kosa, they have Daigle, they have like a million other defensemen, other goalies. It's kind of like the Cleveland Browns in their quarterback situation right now. You guys heard about that? They have Shador, they have Joe Flacco, they have Dylan Gabriel, they have Deshaun Watson. They just signed Tyler Huntley the other day, I think it was, sometime last week, if I'm not mistaken. Like this team, I don't know what's up with the Cleveland Browns, man. Thankfully, I'm not a Browns fan. I mean, my team isn't much better than the Seattle Seahawks, but we're not as bad as the Cleveland Browns. Nope, I missed that. But yeah, anyway, definitely getting Daigle because I need that goalie on my team. Hopefully he sims well and grows well. Because him and Havlik could be a solid goalie tandem. That is if Havlik continues to play as good as he does. This ends pretty much November 1st, so that's when I'm going to sim up to. Oh, it ends October 29th as of right now. No one's in November 2nd, so sim to the 2nd. Adam Banak, or Banik, I think it's Banak. Nope, not Becker, Pekar. The NLA. Nope, not playing style. Get Giftopoulos and Meyer. Are you guys enjoying this series so far? Because I'm actually having some fun, even though we weren't good the first year. Hopefully we get better. I'm hoping like this is another rebuilding year, but a much better rebuilding year. Starting to see some progression, and then maybe in year 3 or 4 we start making potentially a wildcard spot, or at least fighting for a wildcard spot. I think we almost did that last year. We were only a couple of points out of a playoff spot, even though we started the season horribly. Like I remember in 1 month we had a win followed by 4 losses, then a win followed by 4 losses. Like it was just not good. I remember one time, one of my teams only had 2 wins in the month of November and another 2 wins in the month of December. Like we were terrible. Or was it October? I think it was October we had 2 wins and November we had 2 wins. December we did a lot better though. December we played a lot better. I don't remember how long ago that was. But it happened. I don't think I ever made the playoffs with that team, so hopefully this goes differently. Hopefully this team can make cup runs and win the Stanley Cup. I want to be a dynasty. I want to win at least 3 Stanley Cups. I know it's going to be a tough thing to do, but hopefully we get there. Dude, I'm excited for next season. I'm excited to see what the Habs do next season. The new additions with Dobson and everyone else. I'm excited to see if Dobson's going to do really well. I hope he does. Play him alongside a Caden Goulier, and I think he'll do really well. You play Hudson with, like, I don't know who. I just hope they trade Matheson, dude. I don't want to watch Matheson play hockey anymore. And finally, I do think the Canadiens will be a bit better this year, but I don't know by how much. But hopefully they do get better. And then we'll sim to this game. I do want to real-time sim this one, just because. So we'll see how we do with this season, with this game. Yeah, sim that one. So let's see this. Klim Kostin scored the first goal of the season for our team, and then Braden Point gets them right back within 1. Ties them up, actually. So let's see how we do with this season, with this game. It's a fairly even game. Denis Gurianov, let's go. The Russians. Kevin LeBlanc, the new additions are doing so much better for us right now. 3-1 first period, let's go. One sec, guys, just take a sip. I'm back. Quiet second period, and as I say that, Nikita Kucherov gets Lightning back within 1. Going to the third period, a 1-goal lead, our first game of the season. I think we're at home, actually. Let's hope we don't blow this game like we did last year. Chandler Stevenson, the big addition from this offseason, gets us back within 2. Gives us our 2-goal lead back, I should say. Ridley Gregg power play goal. And we end this game with a 5-2 win. Let's go. We're in Colorado next. How'd the AHL team do? Let's see if they won. They did. 3-1. Ryan Paling, 3 points. 2 points, rather. Apparently I can't count. Now let's just sim to November 2nd. Let's see. Let's hope this season goes well. We're not going to sim directly to November 2nd. 3 games at a time in Colorado, at home against Montreal, then at home against Nashville on a Saturday. So Monday night in Colorado, it's a 4-2 win. Then we're at home against Montreal. They're a good team too. A 4-3 loss to Montreal. Okay. Will Cooley's injured in the AHL. We'll replace him, even though he's coming back very soon. The guy I traded Matt Duchene for. Put Jacob Vrana in, I guess. Move Roar up. And then power play. Power play, 4-man power play line 2. It's all fixed. Oh, let's go back. I mean, our power play is pretty crap. So, let's, for both teams it is. And a 5-0 win over the Nashville Predators. Now we're again in Edmonton. Then a back-to-back against Boston and St. Louis. So let's see how we do this week. It's a 5-2 loss to Edmonton. That's fine. They're a good team. Boston's a really good team too. It's a 3-0 loss. And St. Louis has a 2-1 loss. And we're getting back to normal. Ah, it's so frustrating when that happens, man. If I replace him with Cooley, and then I think I'll do that because I want him and him to grow, so I'll just leave that like that. And the reason why I put Stevenson on the second line is because he doesn't really fit on the first line. We're at home against Seattle and at home against Washington. Sim to this Canucks game because that's when the scouting ends. Can we beat Seattle? Seattle's a decent team. We lost 4-0. What is up with our team this year? Again, at home against Washington. 5-3 win. Get the scouting done again. Probably sim to December 1st now. Clem Costin leads the team in points with 7. I went on the wrong spot. 7 points in 9 games. I swear to God, if it's our goalies again, I didn't make any changes to our goalies. It's still Gibson and Merzlikins because there was really no goalies I could take in free agency because I don't think there's really any good ones. So hopefully Daigle is the guy we take and he can somewhat help us in the AHL at least. Unless he's going back to the Q, I don't know. And we're stuck with these goalies for I think, what is it, another 3-4 years after this? I just want to get this done quickly. That's why I'm just kind of rushing through it. I just want to get some games going. Like the loading time is what takes so long. This first Liga Scouts, don't we have 3 done now? Or 1, 2, 3, 4 done. Once we start getting better, I will be getting rid of some of these scouts because we don't need all these junior scouts. We're gonna need more NHL and AHL scouts so we can start getting better players and make better trades. And now get Edler, and that's done. So Tiemander. Don't forget Clements, Silverberg, or Silverberg, how you pronounce it. There's always an F and then a V, so I think it's Silverberg because he's European. Did I get too many players on this one? Nope. Next one. Nope, not playing style. NLA. DEL now. Hedekin. Sorry if I'm not talking as much as there's really not much to say as of right now at this when I'm scouting. I didn't even realize what it was at, the US East. I'm trying to get through this quickly and just get it over and done with. US Central. US West. McClement. Get Mendez and Conley. No, he still has until November 4th, so that's fine. We'll just sim to the 4th, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna sim to December 1st afterwards. And then get the more scouting done. Not Misa. What am I gonna do after this? Skills assessment? Maybe get skills assessment? I'm not sure. Actually, I'm gonna do skills assessment and then potential and comparison after that. WHL. Cole Rushni's final. This is the final one, I should say. And then this guy. Not Gorzinski, Mastriani, Schmidt, Kachowski, Shiny. I don't know how to say the other guy's name. Sobri, Bomolier, Moros, Minton, and Corbett. Or Corbet, rather. We'll sim to the 4th past Vancouver. And Philip Deneau is slightly injured. I thought he was completely injured. It's 2-1 win. Brandon Hagel's got the most points on the team now with 9. Just 2 goals. We need goal scorers, man. It's a 5-3 win. And now scout. Alright, I want to check the awards before I forget. It's the last one. But I will sim to December 1st, just because. Or December 2nd, since that's ending the 2nd. I always forget to check the awards. Stanley Cup was Toronto, never happening. Rangers got the President's Trophy. Then finals was Edmonton, Winnipeg. And then Matthews won the Art Ross and the Hart. Norris went to Fox. Lady Bing went to Kaprizov. Calder went to Bedard. Matthews won the Conn Smythe, that's never happening. Vezina went to Ingram, won the Vezina. William Jennings went to Sturkin. Pareko won the Masterton. Or did I see this? I don't remember. Yeah, I think I saw this. Yeah, I think I remember checking this. I'm not sure. I think it was on screen. Yeah, we'll sim now to December 2nd. Four games this week. We're on a 3-game win streak. We're at home against Calgary and Detroit, and then we're in Minnesota on a Saturday night. Calgary's a division rival. It's a 4-2 loss. Detroit next. They're terrible. We're probably going to lose. So we took them to a shootout. Minnesota, it's a 6-2 win. In Vegas, in San Jose, and in New York to face the Rangers. Vegas missed the playoffs last year. It's a 5-2 win. I don't care about that. That's the AHL. Yeah, like I said, Vegas missed the playoffs last year after adding Marner. We're in San Jose. It's a 3-2 win. You know, the Rangers, the 5-3 win. How bad are the Rangers this year? They're 8-8-1. At home against Dallas, and we're in LA and in Utah, and then in Columbus, which is another 3-game road trip. It's 4 games in this week. Dallas, it's a 7-4 victory against LA, another division rival. It's a 4-1 win. Utah was really good last year. It's a 4-2 loss. I'm okay with that since Utah is a really good team. Columbus, it's a 4-0 loss. Also a good team. I mean, never mind, Utah sucks. Well, it sucks. They're 8-12-1. Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Winnipeg. Let's end this month on a good note. We're on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-game win streak before now we're on a 3-game losing streak. Another good year for rookies. It's another loss, and then we get a loss to Winnipeg. Another loss to Winnipeg. Why am I not surprised? Like, this is just so frustrating. It really is. I didn't click view draft class, I went unassigned scout. Go back. Assign scout. And then skills assessment. This is going to be the last time in this video that we're doing this. Just because we're nearing the end of the video. We're submitting to January 1st, so now there won't be, now there won't be as much stoppages because, you know, that scouting ends mid-January apparently. Anton Frondell. Yeah, I need to add a couple of first rounders this year. This Liga scouting. Wheeler's the first guy. Heavenen, Levo, Marlowe, Lutonen, a lot of other guys. And I keep messing up. I pressed the wrong ones. Go to Radivojevic. I keep messing up that guy's name. And then Tiemander. Ice. Extra Liga. Adam Benak. This guy's done. DEL. It's funny how Ice. I'm not making that joke, never mind. I'm not finishing that. Never mind, they're not even next to each other. Nope. Hey, yeah, this is the US. US West. Why is it feels like it takes so long? QMJHL. I pressed X twice, so it doesn't go twice. I don't get it. I might draft both of these guys, the defenseman and the goalie. Are they even related? I don't know. And then Dupuis. I'm gonna see something. They might be. And then there's this guy. I think they might be related. OHL. We just have one more OHL scout and 2 WHL scouts, and then the scouting's done. Let me just get these guys before I forget. That was it. Paquette. WHL. Roger McQueen. All the way down to Gorzinski, if that's how you pronounce his name. And now scouting is done over here. Now we sim to January 1st. So we can finally get this done and out of the way. 4-game stretch, or 3 games at home against Ottawa, and then in Detroit, in New Jersey, and then in Toronto. Let's see if we beat Ottawa. And now Alex Carrier is injured. I forgot I had Carrier, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot that I brought him in. I had 2 defensive defensemen playing with each other. Yeah, Kalen Addison, by the way, doesn't fit on my team, so I might have to trade him later on. I don't know. One second, I hate when it does that. Okay, yeah, it's telling me about the draft class, and then we beat those 2 teams, beat New Jersey and beat Ottawa, and then at home against Toronto. It's a 5-4 shootout loss. We're right now holding down the final wildcard spot in the West. In Chicago, at home against Florida, in Long Island, and then at home against Anaheim. Let's see how this goes. Lost to Chicago. It's a win against Florida. The Islanders, it's a loss, of course it is. Then Anaheim, an okay team, it's a win. In Tampa, at home against Colorado, and then in Montreal. I almost am against past the Predators also, just because it's a long Christmas break, or holiday break actually. Lost to the Lightning. We're still holding on the wildcard spot. We're only 1 point up. 1-0 overtime loss to Colorado. It's a 4-3 overtime loss to Montreal. And now Nashville is it's an injury to Jacob Vrana. Just replace him. The Jets have fallen off this year as a loss to Nashville. We're 1 point back of the final wildcard spot. Sim past the Oilers and the Bruins to get to January 1st. And that'll be the end of this video. Once the simming's done. They're 25-9-2. It's a 4-2 win. Let's go. Get Vrana back in. Take out Chiasson. Vince's Royer grew. I want to get Vrana in there. And change to this. Gurianov's somewhat injured, but that's fine. Then Boston. Okay. I guess Carrier's back from injury. Maybe I keep Kalen Addison in for now. How is he playing? He has 2 points in 12 games. What about Carrier? He has 7 points in 25 games. He's a defensive defenseman though, so we'll just keep Carrier in for now. And then the Bruins 2-1 loss. I actually went back. But as you can see, it's 2-1 loss. That's the end of this video, guys. We're fighting for a playoff spot this year, I think. We're 1 point back of the second wildcard spot, which is held by the Vegas Golden Knights. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you guys next time. Goodbye.